Mr. Gill's revision egg.
Okay, so lesson number 8. This is where we get into a little bit of the natural selection and geneticsy side of the course. So you might notice that when you get eggs, particularly if you get free range eggs or eggs from a local farmer, that all of the shells display a variety of different colours. Why is that? Is that to do with their food, the same as the yolks? No, actually it's not. That's purely genetic. That's an expression of a gene, right, to do with pigmentation, just like in skin or hair. So even these two eggs from one packet of eggs have slightly different pigmentation. And does it make any difference to the egg? No, not at all. Now, of course, in farmed and factory farmed eggs, it makes no difference whatsoever. So it's not what we would describe as a selection pressure, which explains why you get quite the variety. Okay, brown eggs, white eggs, even some quite bluey colour. Doesn't matter, the egg is still the same to eat, it's got the same nutritional value and so on and so forth. So farmed chickens, it really doesn't make any odds. But in nature, right, for other bird species, shell colour can make a massive difference in terms of survival. So certain pigmentations are selected for, to give them a survival advantage, and certain pigments are selected against. One of the best examples of this is a cuckoo egg. I'll show you a picture of a cuckoo egg now. These eggs are evolving to become more similar to the birds that the cuckoo parasitizes from, because a cuckoo is a parasite essentially, right? The way it reproduces is parasitic. They don't make their own nests and they don't rear their own young. What they actually do is they find a nest of another species of bird and they lay their egg in it. And cuckoos have evolved to hatch faster than a lot of the species that they live in the same environment as, and even before the cuckoo chick opens its eyes, it gets the ability to kick all the other baby birds, or indeed eggs, out of the nest and falling out of the tree to their deaths. The parents don't necessarily know any different if the egg is similar enough. So the cuckoo gets fed by the parents, fed by the parents, fed by the parents, but the parents aren't actually passing on their own genes. Okay, so this is no advantage to the parents, they're completely tricked. But if the appearance of the egg as part of it is similar enough to the species they are essentially parasitizing, then the cuckoo manages to get its next generation to adulthood with none of the effort of making an egg or raising its own young. Okay, and so that's what the eggshell can tell us about A-level biology in terms of evolution and selection.
Mr. Gill's revision egg.